most dentists, and myself included, don't want to do all of that work because they see it and they say, I don't have time for that, which is true. You don't have time for that. But if you put the time into install a system that will give you the data, that will give you guardrails, that if the data gets out of the guardrails, then you go dig, and someone else can run that, then you're all set. That's all you need to do. You don't actually have to figure out all the little pieces. You just have to figure out, what do I need to know to make sure that this is not broken, that that's not broken, and that's not broken, so that when I put money in my marketing machine, I actually get something back. And it's just having that process in place. So I never wanted to, and we don't recommend that dentists do this, is to go in and nitpick or micromanage all the processes. No, you want to know them all, put them in place, and then let people run those and manage those and report data back to you, optimally as much automated as possible. But just so that you can see where are things running and where are the guardrails. And if something gets outside of the line, then you can go dig on that one thing. So you can keep working on dentistry and not have to focus on all these pieces, right? I think that's, that may alleviate some of the anxiety that people will get when they hear that they have to be in charge of all these things. Yeah, you have to be in charge of following the data, but not actually micromanaging the process.
Yeah, that's a good clarification, because I think what I've also seen personally with dentists is sometimes, like, in a dental practice, it's normal that, 1 month you might get 40 patients, and the next you might get 12, and the next you might, like, this is just normal, right? Like, there's ups and downs in businesses. But I think dentists, I've never heard someone talk about sort of like the guardrails. And you're absolutely right. Like, there's a natural ebb and flow to a business. And once you look at that data and you see that, like, no, like, if we look back 2 years, this is normal. So sometimes what ends up happening when you don't have that system is they get stressed out, and in turn they stress out their team over something that really is just variance. Like, it's like, no one did anything different. It's like, why did it rain today? It didn't rain yesterday. It's like, like, who cares? But if you're looking at if you have those guardrails and you say, look, historically, this has been sort of how much this goes up and down, this metric. So it's actually well within the lines. It's fine. Let's go back and focus on, what we need to focus on. I think a lot of practices miss that. A number goes up or down, and like they immediately start to panic. Oh, and I look at it from like a statistical perspective. It's like, there's nothing wrong. Just relax, right? So
well, it's anxiety and whack-a-mole management, right? Whatever thing pops up on my schedule today that I'm concerned about, that's the thing I'm going to go beat on today. But it doesn't mean that needs to be, do you know where this matters? So just look at new patients. Like, the number that I want to see is net new patients. So how many came in, how many left? What do we got, like, for real this month? Where are we at? And if I'm within range in average, or I'm on trajectory for growth, then I'm happy about that. And I don't even need to know unless that number is red on my KPI sheet, right? And so if you have that system in place and that's being managed, then you just have a glance at the numbers, and that's all you need to do. You don't have to, physically go and micromanage all this stuff.